Ever wondered what truly makes a woman tick when it comes to love? It's a question that has baffled men for centuries, often feeling like a complex puzzle with no clear solution. Get ready, gentlemen, because we're about to dive deep into the fascinating, sometimes bewildering, and utterly captivating secret psychology of women and love. Prepare to uncover layers you never knew existed. The enigma of female emotions. For many, the female psyche in love is as elusive as a phantom limb, a whirlwind of thoughts and feelings that can be incredibly challenging to decipher. Women, it seems, can often say one thing and do another, presenting a riddle that feels akin to solving a crooked geometry problem for their male counterparts. Yet, within this perceived complexity lies a rich tapestry of emotional expression and deeply ingrained psychological patterns that, once understood, can unlock a profound connection. It's not about cracking a code, but rather appreciating the intricate design of the heart and mind. Biological underpinnings, the chemical cocktail of love. Before we even get to emotions and behaviors, let's talk science, because love, at its core, is a wild ride driven by a fascinating blend of brain chemicals. These aren't just abstract concepts. They are the very reason we feel those heart-fluttering, sleepless, all-consuming sensations when we fall for someone. First up, testosterone and estrogen, the fundamental sex hormones present in both men and women. These bad boys are controlled by the brain's hypothalamus and kickstart our desire for love and intimacy, a primal drive rooted in the need for reproduction. While testosterone often gets the credit for increasing libido, many women report a surge in sexual motivation during ovulation when estrogen levels are at their peak. It's a subtle, yet powerful dance of hormones. Then there's norepinephrine, sometimes called noradrenaline, which is responsible for that exhilarating, almost frantic feeling of excitement. Ever felt your heart pound, your senses sharpen, or found yourself unable to eat or sleep because you're so smitten? Blame norepinephrine. Studies have shown that when people in love are shown a picture of their beloved, the brain regions that release this neurotransmitter go into overdrive. It's why women, when truly attracted, can become laser-focused on one man, seemingly oblivious to everything else. And who could forget dopamine? This neurotransmitter is the brain's ultimate reward chemical. It's released when we experience satisfaction, whether it's achieving a goal, enjoying a delicious treat, or, crucially, spending time with the person we adore. Dopamine creates a feel-good feedback loop, making us crave more of what brought us that pleasure. Research on couples in the new love stage highlights high dopamine levels, linking it to intense emotions and sexual activity. It's this very mechanism that can make attraction feel incredibly addictive. We get a high from our partner, similar to how certain substances affect the brain, creating a powerful emotional dependency. Finally, the grand maestro of bonding, oxytocin. Often dubbed the love hormone, oxytocin isn't just for childbirth and breastfeeding, though it plays vital roles there too. It's the chemical glue that fosters attachment in all our significant relationships, with parents, friends, pets, and, most importantly, romantic partners. Released during moments of physical intimacy like cuddling and sex, oxytocin deepens emotional connection and even enhances pleasure. Women typically produce more oxytocin than men, which is why some suggest they may experience stronger feelings of attachment. However, like dopamine, oxytocin is a double-edged sword. While it cultivates profound bonds, it can also lead to an intense addiction, or Louis teenage, being overly infatuated, making separation incredibly difficult, almost like withdrawal. This chemical synergy of dopamine, oxytocin, norepinephrine, and other compounds creates a powerful feedback loop of love, where pleasure and attachment reinforce each other, urging us to seek out more of their source. It's no wonder love can feel like a drug. These love chemicals have different durations. Lust, driven by testosterone and estrogen, might be fleeting, lasting only a day. Attraction, fueled by dopamine and norepinephrine, can lead to an obsessive craving for proximity. But attachment, ushered in by oxytocin and vasopressin, signifies true commitment and can endure a lifetime. Understanding these basic mechanisms can be incredibly useful for enhancing our romantic lives. The deep roots, attachment styles, and personal history. While chemicals set the stage, the intricate script of love is largely written by individual psychology, particularly our attachment styles. These aren't just fleeting preferences. They're deeply ingrained patterns, often formed in early childhood relationships with our primary caregivers, that profoundly shape how we experience love as adults. Understanding these styles is like getting a backstage pass to someone's emotional world. Not every woman reacts to the same chemical cocktail in the same way. Psychologists identify 4 main attachment styles in adults, and they can dramatically alter the course of a relationship. Secure attachment. This is the gold standard, the relationship nirvana. A woman with a secure attachment style possesses a positive view of both herself and her partner. She's comfortable relying on others and allowing others to rely on her, yet she's equally at ease being independent. She won't cling desperately for attention, nor will she bolt when things get serious. Instead, she communicates openly, manages conflicts constructively, and is secure enough to avoid excessive jealousy. She seeks connection without losing herself. She can confront issues directly, without resorting to manipulative tactics, and handles relationship tension with a steady hand. Anxious attachment. Imagine feeling perpetually on edge in your relationship, constantly seeking reassurance and fearing abandonment. This style often stems from inconsistent parental behavior, hot and cold, in childhood. A woman with anxious attachment tends to undervalue herself and overvalue her partner, leading to an intense desire to please and avoid being left. She might exhibit excessive jealousy, monitor her partner's activities, engage in destructive arguments, and even accept controlling behaviors, all driven by a deep-seated fear of separation. Long-distance relationships can be particularly challenging for her, amplifying feelings of insecurity and fostering emotional dependence. Unfortunately, breakups can be particularly devastating for individuals with this style. Dismissive avoidant attachment. This style is characterized by a positive view of self, but a negative view of others, often originating from childhood traumas that hindered the formation of healthy family bonds. These women struggle to trust partners in mature relationships. They prefer solitude, retreating into their shells when intimacy looms. They might have feelings for you, but they actively try to suppress them, creating emotional distance. In a relationship, she might make you jealous, avoid open communication, or even cheat, all while fiercely rejecting any attempts to control her. Her independence is paramount, even at the cost of deep connection. Fearful avoidant attachment. This is arguably the most challenging and potentially toxic attachment style. Rooted in significant childhood trauma or abuse, women with this style hold negative views of both themselves and their partners. They are not just unwilling, but genuinely afraid of forming attachments, often feeling unworthy of affection and questioning their partner's motives. Healing for these individuals must come from within, as external attempts to fix them often lead to mutual hurt. This style represents a significant barrier to genuine connection, as they will likely keep partners at arm's length regardless of chemistry. Understanding these attachment styles is crucial because they reveal that love isn't just about chemicals. It's about the unique interplay of personal history, beliefs, and expectations. Even if all the right love chemicals are flowing, an individual's attachment style can veto the connection, underscoring that psychology often trumps raw biochemistry. It's a reminder that while initial attraction can be intoxicating, a healthy, lasting bond requires deeper psychological compatibility and effort. While it's possible for individuals to have a combination of styles, building self-awareness can help shift towards a more secure attachment, characterized by emotional intelligence and positive relationship views. Furthermore, love isn't merely a romantic ideal, it's a fundamental human need. As Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs posits, love and belonging are essential after physiological and safety needs are met. When these basic needs are unmet, it can manifest as conflict in relationships. Thus, genuine satisfaction in love extends beyond just romantic feelings. requiring mutual support for personal growth and self-actualization. A woman who feels her partner supports her career or personal aspirations is likely to feel more loved and connected as her deeper needs are being acknowledged and nurtured. Unveiling true love, visible expressions. So, how does a woman actually show she's genuinely in love? Forget the subtle hints and cryptic messages. When a woman's heart is truly committed, her actions speak volumes. The psychology of women in love, while complex, manifests in several clear, observable behaviors that reveal the depth of her affection. She doesn't shy away from public displays of affection. This is perhaps the most straightforward indicator. A woman who is truly in love will not hesitate to show her affection for you in front of others. Holding hands, a spontaneous hug, or even a kiss in public isn't embarrassing. It's a joyful expression of her commitment. If she's reserved or hesitant about public intimacy, it might signal that she hasn't fully committed her heart or isn't certain you're her final, only choice. True love often means dropping your guard and embracing happiness openly. She becomes more beautiful and radiant. This isn't just about outward appearance, though that's certainly a part of it. When a woman is genuinely in love, she often undergoes a transformation, becoming more radiant and alluring. If she typically favors a simple look, but makes an extra effort to dress up, style her hair, do her makeup, and even wear perfume when with you, it's a strong sign of deep affection. She wants to catch your eye, make you proud, and feel her best for you. Don't be annoyed if she takes a little longer to get ready for a date. It's a testament to how much she values your time together and how deeply she feels for you. As the saying goes, when you don't truly love, a girl won't bother to take care of herself and appear beautiful. She shows unwavering care and concern. A woman who loves you for who you are, not what you have, will demonstrate genuine care. She'll likely prefer a simple, meaningful gift over a luxury item, and a cozy local eatery over a lavish restaurant. Her true colors shine when you're facing hardship, illness, or difficulty. She'll be right there by your side. Crucially, she won't demand that you change or compare you to other men. To her, everything about you is precious and worthy of respect. This isn't about material gain, it's about authentic emotional investment. She shares her entire world with you. When a woman is truly in love, she tends to drop her emotional guard and share everything. This isn't just superficial chat. It extends from the trivial details of daily life, like buying new kitchenware or a pair of shoes, to significant life decisions such as purchasing a car, a house, or changing jobs. She wants your input, your advice, and your perspective because you are profoundly important to her. Don't dismiss her trivial complaints. They are an invitation into her inner world, a sign that she values your concern and guidance. She makes time for you, no matter what. In today's bustling world, everyone is busy. Yet a woman deeply in love will actively prioritize and carve out time for you. This doesn't necessarily mean grand gestures. Simple activities like cooking together, watching a movie, or going for a walk hold immense significance for her. It's a conscious effort to nurture the connection, a quiet declaration that you are a vital part of her life, even amidst her myriad responsibilities. The green-eyed monster appears. She gets jealous. This might seem like a headache for many men, but a touch of jealousy can actually be a sign of true love. It stems from a deep affection and a fear of losing you. It's truly difficult to imagine a woman deeply in love not feeling a pang of jealousy if she sees you being overly familiar or flirty with another woman. Conversely, if she seems completely unbothered by such interactions, it might be time to reassess the depth of her feelings. Of course, excessive controlling jealousy is a different beast entirely and a definite red flag. She dreams of a shared future, home and family. This is often the ultimate indicator of a woman's true long-term intentions. When she's truly in love, she won't just think about the present, she'll envision a future with you. If she freely talks about building a dream home, raising children, or even discussing baby names, cherish her. This signifies that she sees you as her life partner, the foundation for the family she desires. It's a powerful signal that she's looking for a lasting commitment and a partner to share life's most profound experiences with. Beyond the surface, what women secretly desire. Beyond these overt expressions, there are quieter, often unspoken, desires that women hold close to their hearts. These are the secrets they might never explicitly state, but deeply wish their partners would intuit and understand. They want you to be proactive. While women are perfectly capable of making plans, they often desire their partners to take the initiative. They don't want to be the sole architects of every date or activity. A man who thoughtfully plans a surprise or takes charge of arrangements is perceived as considerate and attentive, making the relationship feel more vibrant and less like a chore. 2. They crave frequent surprises. It's not about expensive gifts, it's the gesture itself. All women secretly long for unexpected delights, no matter how small. A little token, a thoughtful note, or an impromptu romantic outing can make her feel incredibly cherished and loved. These small surprises are powerful affirmations that you're thinking of her and making an effort to bring joy into her life. They harbor a hidden fear of competition. This is a deeply ingrained insecurity for many women. The fear that another woman might be more attractive, more interesting, or more capable of capturing your heart. It's a simple human truth that we often desire what we don't have, and women fear that you might succumb to that temptation. They won't always voice this, but a subtle unease or discomfort can manifest if they perceive a threat. Reassurance and unwavering commitment are key here. They demand sincerity above all else. Women value genuine openness and honesty. While they might forgive many mistakes, deceit is often a deal breaker. They want a partner who is transparent and truthful, someone they can trust implicitly. Lies, even small ones, erode the foundation of that trust, making forgiveness incredibly difficult. They are masters of body language, interpretation. Women are often said to possess a sixth sense, particularly concerning relationships. They are highly attuned to nonverbal cues, meticulously analyzing your interactions, especially with other women. Any perceived anomaly or subtle shift in your demeanor can trigger suspicion or unease. She might not confront you directly, but her discomfort will be palpable. Being mindful of your actions and offering clear, honest communication can help preempt such misunderstandings. They can be unhappy with your me time. While women understand and advocate for personal freedom, they also desire connection. It's a delicate balance. If a man becomes too engrossed with his friends or hobbies, seemingly forgetting his partner, it can lead to feelings of neglect. They want you to strike a balance, demonstrating that while you have your own life, she remains a significant priority. They want your friends to like them. Your friends are important to you, and implicitly, a woman wants to be important to your friends too. Gaining the approval and affection of your social circle can significantly boost her confidence and reinforce her sense of belonging in your life. It's a subtle way for her to feel more deeply integrated into your world. Needing. Space has nuance. When a woman says she needs space, it's rarely a euphemism for wanting to end the relationship. More often, it signifies important personal tasks or mental recharge time. She expects you to understand this unspoken need for autonomy and respect her boundaries, knowing that her desire for personal time doesn't diminish her feelings for you. They value honest feedback, even if critical. While compliments are lovely, women also appreciate genuine honesty. If an outfit isn't flattering, an insincere "you look beautiful" can feel dismissive. They prefer a partner who offers truthful, constructive feedback, as it demonstrates respect for their intelligence and a deeper, more authentic connection. This builds a foundation of trust that superficial flattery cannot. Red flags. What a smart woman won't tolerate. A wise woman doesn't just recognize what she wants, she also clearly defines what she won't accept. She understands that true happiness in love requires mutual respect, understanding, and trust. If a relationship starts exhibiting certain toxic behaviors, a smart woman will quickly identify these red flags and won't hesitate to reevaluate her commitment. These are the deal breakers that can lead to long-term emotional damage. The HIUM, silent treatment. While a brief pause to cool off after an argument is healthy, prolonged, silent treatment is a destructive form of emotional abuse. It's when a partner deliberately refuses to communicate or resolve conflicts, leaving the other person feeling exhausted, frustrated, and isolated. A smart woman knows this avoidance leads to stagnation and will protect her mental well-being by not tolerating it. Excessive control and jealousy. Love built on respect cherishes individual freedom and boundaries. A relationship where one partner attempts to manage every aspect of the other's life or exhibits extreme jealousy when they interact with others is suffocating. A smart woman will refuse to be trapped in such a toxic dynamic, asserting her independence and right to personal space. Refusal to apologize. Conflicts are inevitable, but the willingness to address them and take responsibility is paramount. If a partner consistently avoids apologizing or acknowledging their role in causing pain, it signals a lack of empathy and respect. A discerning woman values a partner who can humble themselves, admit mistakes, and work towards reconciliation. Cold indifference and apathy. When a partner consistently fails to make time, ignores efforts, or displays a general lack of enthusiasm and care, it's a clear sign of disinterest. A smart woman understands her worth and won't waste her precious time and energy chasing someone who offers only indifference. She knows she deserves to be loved and prioritized. Lack of support for her ambitions. A strong relationship fosters mutual growth and encouragement. Demotivating comments like, "You're not good enough," "Why are you wasting your time?" or attempts to discourage her dreams are unacceptable. This behavior often stems from insecurity or a fear of her success. A woman who knows her value will not compromise her goals or aspirations for a partner who doesn't champion them. Insensitivity and lack of finesse. Beyond grand gestures, women appreciate subtle acts of politeness, consideration, and protection. Simple acts like holding a door, pulling out a chair, or offering comfort during distress demonstrate genuine care. A partner who consistently lacks such finesse or causes unintentional hurt reveals a deeper disconnect. True love inspires careful, thoughtful behavior, constant comparisons to others. A confident woman cherishes her individuality and will not tolerate being measured against other women. She recognizes that everyone possesses unique strengths and qualities. A truly loving partner celebrates her distinct personality, including her perceived flaws, rather than pressurizing her to conform to an idealized image. Psychological manipulation. Gaslighting. This insidious behavior involves a partner denying their wrongdoing, blaming the other and making them question their own sanity with phrases like, "You're too sensitive," or "You have no right to speak." This is a profoundly damaging form of emotional abuse that erodes self-worth and reality. A smart woman will identify and escape such manipulative patterns to protect her psychological integrity. The spectrum of love. Different styles and stages. Love isn't a monochrome painting. It's a vibrant spectrum, constantly evolving and expressed in myriad ways. John Lee's color wheel theory of love offers a fascinating glimpse into these diverse styles, much like mixing primary colors to create new hues. Eros, passionate. Love. This is the fiery, intense, and often immediate form of love, driven by physical attraction and a desire for instant gratification. Think whirlwind romances and undeniable chemistry. Ludus, game-playing love. For those who view love as a sport, Ludus is lighthearted, non-committal, and seeks variety. It's about the thrill of the chase, not necessarily the long-term bond. Storge, friendship love. This love blossoms slowly from deep friendship, built on mutual understanding, comfort, and shared experiences. It's often stable and enduring, less dependent on intense passion. Pragma, practical love. A blend of Storge and Ludus, Pragma is a rational and pragmatic approach. Partners are chosen based on shared values, life goals, and future compatibility, almost like a well-thought-out partnership. Mania, obsessive love. A tumultuous mix of eros and storge, mania is characterized by intense passion, jealousy, and possessiveness. It's often unstable, fraught with emotional highs and lows, and can be quite problematic for both individuals. Agape, altruistic love. The purest form of love, agape is unconditional, selfless, and sacrificial. It prioritizes the well-being of the partner above one's own, representing the highest ideal of love. Understanding these styles helps individuals recognize their own approach to love and how it might align or clash with a partner's. Differences aren't necessarily fatal, but they require awareness and adaptation. For example, an eros-driven individual might struggle with a ludus partner, while a pragma partner would appreciate shared future planning. Beyond styles, love also transforms through different life stages. Teenage love is often characterized by intense emotions, passion, and a strong need for validation. It's a time of firsts, filled with excitement and fervent attachment. In adulthood, women tend to seek partners who support their personal aspirations, careers, and shared values. The focus shifts to building a stable foundation for the future, including family. By middle age, women often possess a stronger sense of self and more experience in relationships. Love becomes about deep intimacy, companionship, and a partner who accepts them fully, strengths and weaknesses alike. In old age, love evolves into a profound appreciation for companionship, emotional support, and security, cherishing shared life experiences and finding contentment in a deeply rooted bond. Long-distance relationships add another layer of complexity. They are often marked by intense longing, loneliness, and even doubts about the relationship's sustainability. Trust becomes paramount, and effective, frequent, and open communication is essential to bridge the physical gap. Women in such relationships must also balance their personal independence and growth with the demands of maintaining their connection. Cultivating a healthy connection. The path forward, the journey of love, while beautiful, is not without its pitfalls. One such danger is emotional dependence, a state where one over-relies on a partner for security, happiness, and self-worth, feeling lost without them. This transforms love into a shackle, where the relationship becomes the sole center of existence, leading to a willingness to sacrifice everything to maintain it. Signs of emotional dependence include fear of abandonment, constantly worrying about the partner leaving, even without specific reasons, controlling and jealous behavior, needing to know the partner's every move and feeling insecure if their attention is elsewhere, insecurity when alone, feeling empty, anxious or even panicked without frequent messages or meetings. This dependence often stems from past wounds. Childhood experiences. A lack of affection or recognition in early life can create emotional holes, leading individuals to seek constant validation and security from a partner in adulthood, manifesting as demanding frequent check-in messages. Negative past relationships. Betrayal or rejection can make one vigilant and fearful of history repeating, leading to excessive jealousy and control as a defense mechanism. Low self-esteem. Individuals who undervalue themselves often seek a partner's praise to affirm their worth, potentially sacrificing personal interests or friendships to please them. In our hyper-connected world, technology can exacerbate emotional dependence. The temporary security of virtual connections can lead to an addiction to checking phones and social media, an attempt to escape insecurity rather than confronting it. The consequences are dire. Mental health, chronic anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and a loss of autonomy. Relationship health, imbalance, constant conflict, and a degraded quality of connection, as genuine trust and respect are overshadowed by neediness. Overcoming emotional dependence requires a conscious effort towards self-liberation. Boost self-esteem, engage in self-development, acknowledge small victories, and practice self-reward. Recognizing your inherent value reduces the need for external validation. Set healthy boundaries. Clearly define what makes you uncomfortable and communicate it openly. Respecting mutual boundaries fosters a healthier, more sustainable relationship. Regulate technology use, reduce social media consumption to avoid negative comparisons, and refocus on real-life activities and meaningful connections. Seek professional support. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, or emotionally focused therapy, EFT, can provide tools to change perspectives and behaviors, facilitating healing and growth. This brings us to the importance of positive psychology in love, which emphasizes optimism, gratitude, and forgiveness. Practicing gratitude daily, cultivating optimism during conflicts, and actively forgiving mistakes can strengthen bonds, improve satisfaction, and build resilience, allowing couples to grow together. Remember, true love begins with independence, and a healthy relationship thrives on independence, respect, and mutual growth. Historical and philosophical echoes, from misogyny to modern love. It's fascinating to trace how views on female psychology have evolved, from sometimes cringeworthy historical pronouncements to modern insights. Take Arthur Schopenhauer, the 19th century philosopher, who, in his 1851 essay On Women, famously dismissed women as childish, vain, and short-sighted, seeing them as an intermediate stage between child and adult man. He believed they were born to obey and lacked artistic ability or a sense of justice. A truly charming perspective, wouldn't you say? Yet, in a twist of irony, later in life, he was so impressed by the intelligence and independence of sculptor Elisabeth Ney that he recanted, stating he hadn't spoken his final word on women and believed a woman who rises above the crowd could even surpass a man. Talk about a glow-up for his opinion. His initial views, however, regrettably continue to fuel some sexist ideologies even today. Fast forward to more recent, albeit still somewhat controversial, ideas from thinkers like Calvin Reid, whose Women Magic lore suggests many men are taught misconceptions about attracting women. He argues that being nice, vulnerable, or pampering often leads to rejection. Instead, Reid proposes that women are attracted to weight and control, a kind of alpha male energy. He believes women don't put men on a pedestal and are drawn to self-control and inner strength, not a man who seeks their approval. This perspective, sometimes echoed in modern dating advice channels, like on TikTok where Keith Moki suggests women are drawn to men admired by other women, a social proof power, highlights the ongoing debate about what truly attracts and sustains female interest. These views, while popular in certain circles, often contrast sharply with the emphasis on empathy, communication, and mutual respect championed by contemporary psychological theories of love. And speaking of contemporary, Karen Horney, a pioneering psychologist, stood against male-dominated theories like Freud's, arguing that feminine psychology couldn't be defined by a male reality. She asserted that women's experiences and societal roles, including the pressure to balance traditional roles as mothers with modern career aspirations, profoundly shape their psychological landscape. This recognition of social and cultural factors, rather than purely biological ones, was a radical departure and laid groundwork for a more nuanced understanding. These diverse perspectives, from philosophical musings to scientific analyses and pop psychology, underscore the multifaceted nature of female psychology and love. It's a field of continuous discovery, evolving as society and our understanding of human connection grow. The psychology of women in love is a rich, dynamic, and intricate landscape, far from a simple enigma. It's a symphony of brain chemistry, deeply rooted attachment styles shaped by life's journey, and a clear set of expressions that signal true affection, coupled with unwavering boundaries against toxicity. For any man seeking a profound and lasting connection, the key lies not in cracking a code, but in cultivating genuine understanding, practicing empathy, and fostering an environment of respect and independence. By embracing this complexity, recognizing both the scientific and the deeply personal aspects of love, we can build relationships that are not just passionate, but truly fulfilling and enduring.